on, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
Derek Bender. He's a 6th-round pick. I've heard of this player. He was a 6th-round pick in 2024. I covered the entire 2024 draft, so I definitely was covering it and talked about Derek Bender when I was doing the live stream. This player apparently wanted the season to end so bad, and he didn't want his minor league team to be in the playoffs. Here he is playing professional baseball for the first time in his life, living the dream. But he wanted the season to end so bad that he was telling the opposing batters what pitches were coming so that the opposing team would win the game. That way he could go home instead of making the playoffs. Are you freaking kidding me? Derek Bender was playing for the Fort Myers Mighty Muscles Twins low-A affiliate and was telling the opposing teams what pitches were coming so that they would light up that pitcher. By the way, his teammate, who's also trying to make the big leagues, whose stats matter. So complete disrespect there to his own teammates and complete disrespect to the game and to his club, who didn't make the playoffs. They ended up losing that game. That is freaking crazy. And he was released by the Twins and probably, I can't imagine, probably will never play again. That's even worse than the freaking White Sox, the Black Sox in 1919. Worse. Because they got paid a bunch of money. I'm not saying it's right. It's not right. But back then, they weren't getting paid a big money to play in the big leagues. They got a whole bunch of money to throw the games completely jacked up. They all got banned for life. Not trying to defend them. I'm just saying, this is worse. You're giving them the signs just because you want to go home? Just because you want to lose the game and go home? This man must hate baseball even more than Anthony Rendon. Holy Moses. I've never heard of anything like this. The first time in my life I've ever heard of anything like this. I mean, that's nuts. I mean, and I haven't heard any excuse of why you wanted to go home so bad. But if you had some reason to go home so bad, then you need to tell your managers or just go AWOL. I'd rather you just go AWOL than do this. What a joke. Yeah, worse than Anthony Rendon. If you don't want to play, just say so. Nobody wants you there. Or say you're having mental issues and you need to go home, and they probably would let you go home. You need to go figure something out. Giving the signs to the other team, blowing the game for all your teammates who worked hard all year. And I know it's just a minor league postseason, and I know that's different than a major league postseason, but it's the postseason. And the funny thing is, it's not like he's been grinding all year long with the rest of the minor leaguers. He got drafted this year. He played a few games at Coastal Carolina, a college schedule. You play 3 games a week, and then he played 19 games for Fort Myers. Hit just 200, but he hit 320 in college. He was going to be back next year, and he was going to have every opportunity to move through the minor leagues and live the dream, and he threw it all away. What a crazy, crazy story. But, you're going to have to find a normal job. You blew it. You blew it. If it's I'd rather you go AWOL. I was in the Army, right? They always say going AWOL or desertion is like the worst thing. Actually, no, that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is being a traitor, right? Or picking up your weapon and going against your own, or joining the other army and going and taking out your own people. That's basically what he did. I'd rather you just go AWOL. They will execute you for desertion, but I'm saying it's not even the worst thing. Worst thing is taking your own squad out. And that's what he effectively did. Okay, I know it's not war, it's a sport, but man, imagine him being a teammate. Because if I was on teammate, I want to be in the playoffs. I'm competitive. I want to be in the freaking playoff. I want to be in the playoffs in my local softball team. I definitely want to be in the playoffs if I'm in a minor league baseball team. I don't care if it ain't the big league playoffs. I want to be in the playoffs. I want to play. If you don't want to play, but I don't even know if that's the worst thing, because also, like I said earlier, you're ruining your pitcher's stats. That's your boy right there. That's supposed to. You guys are supposed to be a battery. You're a team. I mean, what's wrong with you? I would ask him, like, bro, you should be ashamed of yourself, man.